Hi everyone! So, we're gonna try sitting outside today just because it is a beautiful day, but I'm already really warm. But there's construction going on down there, so I don't know if you can hear me, but I thought I'd sit outside. So I've gotten a few comments on YouTube, and then in person people ask me all the time about my experience in residence, so I thought that I would talk about it today in the video. So most of you know, if you've watched a couple of my videos and look at the title of this video, I go to Queen's University in Kingston, and for residence I was in Jean Royce Hall, otherwise known as West Campus. So my residence building was about a 15-minute walk from main campus and everything. We were a bit isolated over there. Basically it's our residence, we have a cafeteria, and there's a library over there, and that's about it. So pretty isolated, but I'm still here. I survived. I had a fantastic year in residence. I made an incredible group of friends, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Usually when people are talking about residences at Queen's, they kind of have this bad connotation with West Campus because it's isolated. It's away from main campus, it's away from the student ghetto where everyone, if you want to go to a party and everything, it's away from a lot of things, and especially in the winter, it's very difficult to get anywhere because you're either going to walk about 50 minutes, or if you walk a bit faster, maybe 10, or you can wait for the city bus that comes sometimes every 15 minutes, sometimes every half an hour, and sometimes it doesn't come for like 2 hours, which is fantastic most of the time. Because it is isolated, usually people go out and do their things during the day, and then when they come back to residence, they stay in residence. And lots of people say when they talk about West Campus is you get a lot closer to your floor than people on main campus do. And I do agree with that, personally. I know a lot of people on main campus didn't really hang out with people on their floor. They're more friends with people in their program. Some people don't even know people's names on their floor, which really just blows my mind. Also, floors are a lot smaller on West Campus, so on my floor, well, I think they're a lot smaller. Maybe that's not true. There's only about 28 people on my floor, and I'd say I usually hung out, like I knew all of them, and I'm friends with more than half of them still. I'm living with all people from my floor because I became so close to them, and I kind of lived with them in residence, so I kind of know what it's like to live with them. And we had 4 toilets for 28 people, 2 showers for the girls, 2 showers for the boys, which was fine. I don't ever remember waiting to take a shower. All the rooms on my floor except for 2 were single rooms, so there was only 2 double rooms. So if you're on West Campus, it's very likely that you'll have your own room. I loved my room. It was big enough for me, it fit everything I needed to, and I really liked it. We had all new furniture. So just to talk about single rooms versus double rooms versus triple rooms, I can only really talk about single rooms. I had my own room. I absolutely loved having my own room. I'm a very sensitive sleeper, so if I had someone else in the room, I probably wouldn't have gotten much sleep first year. But I loved having my own space, that I was annoyed with people. I could just hide in my room and just relax and watch a movie by myself on my bed and not worry about disturbing someone else, especially if I got up in the middle of the night or something like that. But I know people who had a double room who absolutely loved it as well. So the other big part of residence obviously is that you have a meal plan with it. And so I ate in the cafeteria a lot. I had if you look at the meal plans for Queens, there's a bunch of different ones. I had the 15 meals a week meal plan because I ate breakfast in my room a lot. And we had our own for West Campus. There's 3 cafeterias at Queen's. There's 2 on main campus, 1 near the Leonard Hall residence, or like in it, and 1 in the Banry residence, and then we have 1 on West Campus. So if you live in either of those 3 buildings, like West Campus, you just walk down the hall. You don't have to put on a jacket in the wintertime. It was fantastic. You just walk down to the cafeteria and eat. One of the things I really liked about West as we call it, is that the cafeteria was a lot smaller. So if you walk into Leonard Cafeteria or Banry at Queen's, you walk in, and if you're not walking in with the rest of your friends, like good luck trying to find them unless you have a meeting place, because they're huge. Like Banry is just one big long, Banry basically looks like the Great Hall from Harry Potter, and then Leonard has like walls and stuff and booths, so it's very like hard to find people. West is so small that you just like look and it's so easy to find people. Sometimes it is a little crowded, but most of the time you can find a seat. I'm a picky eater, but I still like to appreciate that people are making food for us. But lots of people don't like the food on West Campus. Like, they think that main campus food is so much better in those cafeterias. In summary, residence experience, I had an amazing residence experience. I made friends that I hope I will be friends with for the rest of my life. I became so close to my floor. I loved my room. Some people say they're too small, but I thought it was perfectly fine. The bed was comfortable, in my opinion. It wasn't as dirty, and like West Campus, I found the washrooms were a smaller scale and it was usually clean and pretty good compared to maybe some residences on main campus where people are making a huge mess in the bathrooms. The food is edible. You can eat it whenever you want and you can eat as much as you want. It may not be gourmet, you know, $20 steak in front of you, but it's food and you don't have to spend time making it. But most importantly, residence is what you make it. If you put yourself out there and walk around and meet all your floor mates and participate in Frosh Week and do the residence Frosh Week stuff, you'll have a fantastic time in residence. And, you know, don't take things for granted. People make your food for you every day, and get to know the people who work in the cafeteria because they're amazing people. It doesn't matter which residence you get put in. You could have an awesome experience or you could have an awful experience, but that's up to you. So a lot of people, when they find out which residence they're in, a lot of people are going to be ecstatic, a lot of people are going to be upset. Lots of people who get put on West Campus are going to say that they're going to cry about it and blah blah blah. If you're going to cry about it, yes, you're going to have an awful time. But if you're just going to accept it and be like, you know what, I'm going to meet some amazing people because so many other people are in every single residence. So I wish all the incoming students good luck for when they get their residence application back and when they find out what room they're in. If you get what you want, that's fantastic. If you don't, suck it up. You'll have a great time nonetheless. So I wish everyone a fantastic summer. I'm certainly enjoying mine, and I hope to be posting another video soon, but we'll, you know, not too consistent with that, so we'll see what happens.